What is up and what is going on YouTube? This is your boy NightOwl141, and today you guys are going to be seeing the first ever Fortnite Battle Royale video on the channel. Now this is not my first win because I had two more prior to this one, but I didn't really feel that they were good enough to upload. The first win, even though it is still a legitimate win in my opinion, I got it by basically standing in one spot and waiting for the storm to get the other dude. And then for the second win, it was a good win, but I only had my recording set to 15 minutes, so it's not a full video, right? I may upload it in the future, but right now, let's focus on this. So I decided to land in a spot that I often go to. This is a spot that was revealed to me by Tabber Hill in his top 5 loot locations video, where he stated that this barn usually has 2 chests. I'm not too sure on that because I've actually, I'm not gonna lie, I've actually never seen 2 chests here. There's almost always one, but I've never seen 2, and sometimes there wasn't even one, right? But the reason why this is still a good spot to go looting is because of all like the surrounding loot. So this whole area, this kind of trailer park or whatever, has some, pretty okay loot. I mean, yeah, it does depend. It is random. Like right now, I don't think I'll be leaving this place with too much good loot. There will be this scoped scoped AR is not too bad, but there won't be any like med kits or shield potions or anything of that nature. And usually there will be like one person landing here. Right now there's no one here. There will be someone a bit later on. But basically what I always kind of try to do when I land is the first thing is just go find a gun. Don't hide, don't camp, don't like ambush people with a pickaxe. It's not gonna work. Just run. Don't think about anything else. Run for the first gun you see. And even though let's say you get a pistol, right? And then you see another pistol. I would pick it up just because in the early stages, you want to minimize the possible loot that your enemies can get. So even though I have a pistol, I'm going to pick up another one just so that if somebody comes, they can't get a pistol. They won't have anything, right? You got to reduce their chances of survival as much as you possibly can. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm destroying these trailers just so that I can get metal because it is very useful in the late game. Now here I thought I heard somebody destroying this, so I was like, what? Is there somebody here? And I hear footsteps. Indeed, there was somebody here. Now this, don't focus on this too much. This was just awful garbage potato aim. Thank God I managed to kill him, and thank God he didn't have a gun on him because I think I would be dead right now. Anyway, what I always like to do is leave whatever area I landed in with 200 metal. And the reason for that is because in the late game, you almost always want to build some kind of cover or like a tower. Not too tall of a tower, and you'll see why later on. But you want to build something because most players at that point, when you're like in the last 10 people, these are rather experienced players. These are the sweaty tryhards, and these people are going to be building stuff. So you want to compete with them. Now this spot right here, this is actually not a very good spot to go to. As you can see, it's super inconvenient to get up there. You can't get down unless you drop here, which sometimes will damage you. It didn't damage me there. And if anybody is in the vicinity, they have a pretty clear shot on you. So this is definitely not a very good spot. But you know what? I decided, fuck it. We're gonna YOLO it, And in the end, I ended up unscathed. Now, in this midsection, we're kind of going to be running around the map for a bit, and I want to take this opportunity to talk about Fortnite Battle Royale. So, at first, I wasn't really interested in it pretty much at all, but, because I'm here in Brussels, I don't have my PC yet, I decided why not? I have nothing better to do, may as well download this game because it's free on PSN, right? And I very quickly became addicted to it because this game is just so much fun to play. It's definitely not like your traditional shooter game, you know, like Call of Duty, because even though, yes, shooting and killing people is a massive aspect to it, what's more important is to stay alive. And sometimes the top player won't even have that many kills. Like in this game, I will finish the match with I think 5 kills total, and I'm sure the people I killed probably had like 6 to 10. So it's important to survive, not so much about the kills. What I like about Fortnite Battle Royale is that, first of all, it's available on consoles, unlike PUBG, and second of all, it's free, which is more important than you may think. Some people, you know, they're like, oh, why are you playing this? Just play PUBG. Well, you know, $30 to drop on a game I'm not really sure that I would enjoy is, you know, it's not exactly a decision that you can make on the fly, whereas this game, free, you know, I'm gonna download it, and even if it's total garbage, there's no investment, right? So it's not that bad. Here I pick up a shield potion and I hear a chest up there, but unfortunately I won't be able to get to it, and the storm is closing in on me. So yeah, I had to leave this chest, unfortunately. But you know, as I was saying, if you guys are interested in this game, you can go ahead right now, download it, play it. It's available on all 3 platforms for free. What I also like about it, and I assume this will be the strength of this game, the major strong point compared to PUBG when I start playing it on PC, is this game is damn well optimized. Not so much on the console. Here on PS4, sometimes the frame rate can be quite awful, and it can make you lose gunfights. But on PC, absolutely smooth. Unlike PUBG, which runs quite horribly, even for really, really good PCs. Now, right here, what's basically happening is I'm trying to outrun the storm, which is not exactly a position that I like to find myself in too often. Usually, I like to be ahead of the storm, just because when you're running like this, if there's anybody on the side or behind you, you're kind of dead, right? So I'd rather be the one waiting for people, you know, trying to outrun the storm than to be the person outrunning the storm. Now here I see a lot of loot, so I immediately check the the corners, stuff like that, because you never know when there might be somebody who just killed that dude, but luckily there's no one there. And you guys will see this game is very, very much about taking risks. Sometimes you just have to do it. You have to go to an unfavorable spot or position and just try your luck. That's kind of how I won this match. And now we're entering kind of that late game, 33 players. And you'll see what I do. So I know there's a guy over there. I decide to, peg him a few times with the scoped AR. And by the way, this thing is a lot more accurate in the new patch. In the patch before the bullets would go all over the place. The spread was insane for a scoped rifle. So thank God they fixed that, right? And now I see somebody here. Again, you want to peg people. 23 damage, especially if you see blue numbers, that basically means they have shields. So you're taking down those shields. Chances are they probably won't have shields. They won't be able to replenish them. Now this guy decides to poke his head out. Not a very good idea for him because, that's a lot of damage that I'm doing with this perfectly accurate scoped AR. And that guy who's running off in the distance, I decide to see, can I get him? I see him running, and I decide to just, fuck it. Let's try. We got him. I thought he was going to get away. Was pretty lucky that he had so low health. But yeah, we got him, boys. Now I go up. I know I killed this dude. He has some pretty good shit on him. Purple Scar, which is one of the best guns in the game. In fact, I would say the Purple Scar is the best gun in the game. Just considering versatility, just considering how much damage it does basically at all ranges, because this thing can even outgun shotguns up close, which is definitely not something that most of the guns can do. I also pick up the semi-automatic sniper rifle, which I thought was garbage, but really, it's not that bad. I mean, it does like 50 or so damage per shot. Not too bad. Now, of course, as I say that, you're about to see maybe some of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of it. As you can see, the bullet drop is absolutely horrible, as is the bullet velocity. I switched to the Scar. Thank God that this man did not think to start building shit on the fly, because that would have been very, very bad for me. Anyway, another thing about that purple Scar, as you can see, it's really, really accurate. Like, you can just tap people at very long ranges, and it's not a problem, as you saw right there. Now, what I really like about Fortnite is how it incorporates the building from the single player portion into this Battle Royale mode. And that's what you're going to see close to the end of the game. In general, that's what you see in the late stages of the game. The top players are always going to be people who build stuff, who know how to like get the most out of each situation. Even if they're like in the middle of a field, a plain field, they're going to make use of that. They're going to build some like tower or some fortress or something, and that's going to instantly put them in a very advantageous position. What I'm going to do right here is incredibly risky, and you really don't want to do this, because if you're building like I am right now, every building has to have a base, right? Every construction in the game has to have some kind of a base to stand on. If you destroy the base, everything else will start deleting itself. So if somebody had shot one of the stairs back there or any one of these pallets, everything would have collapsed. So thank God that didn't happen, right? Again, sometimes you gotta take risks and sometimes you gotta get lucky. It's just the nature of the game. Now, what's going on here, and this is something which I really gotta work on. Sometimes it just takes me way too long to build stuff. Like, I should have just built staircases behind me, but I didn't think of that. And, again, I got lucky. This guy started shooting me only now. But this could have been quite fatal for me. So thank God that I managed to make it out okay. A shield potion, but I don't need it because I already have, full shields. There's a guy here, and I didn't actually see him. I'm not really sure where he is. Even now that I'm rewatching it, is he behind that pine tree? I'm not really sure. But I decide, you know what, fuck it. This guy is all the way there. He's focused on me, and he missed a shot. So what usually happens when I'm focused on somebody and miss a shot is somebody starts shooting me in the back. And I'm hoping that's what's going to happen to him. Now here we have some pretty bullshit hitboxes. You can see right there. The staircase, my own staircase, ate that shot when clearly it shouldn't have. There's some annoyances with the game. That dude there is in a tower, and you're gonna see that's gonna be the highlight of this video. What I told you earlier, every single building has to have a foundation. So here I'm trying to destroy his tower, but halfway through I'm gonna stop because I'm not sure if I have the ammo to do it, and it's kind of taking just too much. I'm afraid the guy might figure out what I'm trying to do and maybe go down the stairs and, rebuild it, or I don't know what. Anyway, I figure it could be a potential waste of ammo. I'm getting shot from the right, but I decided to move out of here anyway. I was like, this is a bad spot to be in. The circle is about to close in on me, so you know what? Fuck it. And again, risk taking. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to go and run straight towards somebody's tower. As foolish as that may seem, sometimes you have to do that. And on top of that, the reason why I'm kind of confident that I'll make it towards that supply drop is, like I said, usually when you're shooting somebody from the front, somebody else from behind is going to hear the gunfire, sneak up on you, and get the attention away from the other targets. So I'm hoping that somebody's shooting that dude in the tower so that I can kind of sneak by unnoticed. And this guy here, You know, that's not gonna work. Unfortunately, I should have let him build it up even further, because he did fall down, but he didn't die. I was kind of expecting him to die. That's why I wasn't aiming at the ground. But yeah, you know, here I'm trying to destroy the tower. It's just not working out for me. Dude starts rushing me, and now you're gonna see that. Look at that purple scar up close. It's just a monstrosity, man. Even if that dude had a shotgun, I think I still would have killed him, to be honest with you. Now here, for some reason, I thought I heard a rocket launcher. That's why I'm going back, so that if it destroys the wall in front of me, I'll still, you know, be alive. But it turns out there wasn't any rocket launcher there. And now, again, you know, I decide, fuck it. I have to move out of here. You know, I have to move up. The circle is right where that dude's tower is. So I'm going to go get that supply drop. That's what I'm kind of thinking at this very moment. Again, really hoping that somebody got that dude's attention, which I'm not really sure. So I just decide to, like, kind of zigzag it, kind of look around me just in case somebody's from the side or behind, which, you know, it really doesn't matter. There's no point to that, because if somebody is on the side, I'm dead anyway. It doesn't really matter. Now I decide to pretty much bunker up this this balloon right here. Can't build up top, which is a bit annoying. I start freaking out here. And now I decide, what if that dude from the tower starts shooting at me from above? Fuck it. I'm gonna just bunker myself down here and do what? Wait it out. Yep, I decide to wait it out because there's 5 people alive and there's like no reason for me to expose myself and die for no reason. It's what I stated at the beginning of the video. You know, this is a game about survival. Kills are important, but surviving is more important. So, you know, if you gotta stay inside a safe area and wait for other people to duke it out, then I say do that, because, you know, there's no shame in doing that. There's only shame in not winning the match. You know, of course I'm kidding, but you get what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna spend quite a bit of time down here, mainly because I'm not really sure if, you know, what's going on around me. And at this point, or maybe that's gonna be a bit later, I'm gonna decide to put like a ceiling zapper. Well, I won't put it, but you know, the thought will come across my mind, just in case somebody drops on the roof of this thing, which, yeah, not very like that anybody's gonna be doing. Now this guy from the tower is shooting across, but I panic. I thought he was shooting at me, so I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm not in a rush. You know, I have 20 seconds until the circle closes, and you know, I'm in the safe zone, so it's okay. And here I am trying to put that ceiling zapper, which, you know, it's really, it doesn't make sense when you think about it, but at the time there was just so much adrenaline going through my veins that I didn't know what to do. I thought somebody was going to drop on top of my little bunker. Now I decided to run over here, and this is the highlight of the video. This guy is building a tower all the way to the heavens, but sadly, my man, that's just not gonna work out for you. I have watched Tabor Hill's tips video. I know how you deal with people that do that. And I really never tried this before, but this has completely opened my eyes in regards to how I'm gonna be playing this game, you know? It taught me, first of all, never to build towers that tall. Like, you should get some kind of a high ground advantage, but not that tall, because that's a mistake. And also, I should not be scared of people who are building high towers, because that's just a very stupid move on their end. A good building would be, for example, 1 by 1 and 2 sets of stairs, kind of like what I'm gonna do here, even though this is 1 by 2, basically. I was not sure where that dude was. There's only me and one dude left, by the way. I thought there would be more people. I don't know how those 5 people got each other so quickly. I thought he was across there, so you know what? Guy probably thinks he's safe. I'm gonna start throwing grenades at him. First I was like scanning the area to see where he was, and yeah, I'm like, he has to be behind this brick wall, right? He's waiting for the supply drop. Destroy it. Nobody's there, right? And I'm like, oh shit, where could this dude be? Now I hear footsteps behind me, and this guy is slinging grenades. I wanted to build a staircase. But you know what? He's not ready for me. I kind of start freaking out here because of potato aim, but you know, doesn't matter. I got him. Anyways, boys, that's it for me. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.